Okay, so I'm going to tell you about how I wasted $140,000 and learned the best business lesson of my life. Sounds costly, but I don't think it was. So, some of you know I own a driving school, a very large driving school. Back in 2017, I was CEO of the business and we were doing very well teaching people how to learn in cars. And interestingly, there was some changes made by the New South Wales government that meant that there was more regulation, there was more accreditation needed for people to teach people in trucks. Okay, so we were in cars, and there was this big change, this legislation change for people to teach people to teach people how to drive trucks and get a truck license. And at the time, I also owned a registered training organization, and that was one of the requirements. So this thing stirred in me, the shiny object thing that entrepreneurs get, that, this could be an opportunity for us. And I was right. It was an opportunity for us. And so I looked at what was happening in the truck training industry. And what I noticed was that what the players there were doing were they had no customer service, no training standards, very old and beaten up trucks, and it was lowest price for shortest amount of time, which is completely different to what we were doing with the car driving school. The car side of things was very much premium pricing based on quality education. We had a curriculum. It was very well presented, high quality, latest vehicles, best trainers. I thought to myself, you know what, maybe I could, revolutionize this part of the market. We could bring high quality training courses, high quality trainers, latest vehicles, premium price, so that when people did get a truck license, they would be more employable, they would be safer for the people who were giving them the jobs. All makes sense, right? So what I did was I got my training team to whip up a course according to the new accreditation. We got the website built, we got the marketing done, we had the sales process built, and I went and bought a $140,000 truck, brand new, a heavy rigid truck. And I thought, bingo, we're good to go. So we're ready to go live, and I distinctly remember that we were able to generate leads in the first month. I think we got 10 leads. None of them converted. None of them at all. Second month, did even better with the marketing. We got 14 leads. 0 converted. Starting to worry at this point. Then you get to month 3, and marketing's going really well. I actually had 25 leads. Converted 1 of them. Now I'm starting to worry. Let's fast forward to the 6 months in, which I had set myself a limit as to, when is this thing going to pay off and when should we continue or not. And we'd only put 6 people through our course. And we'd sunk a lot of money into marketing, a lot of money into sales, a lot of money into training. But the people, the target audience, the people looking to get a truck license didn't want what we were selling. Okay, so, we made the decision that we weren't going to chase the price thing down the rabbit hole. We're actually going to pull the pin. The dealership was very happy to buy the truck back for much less than we bought it. And, had to run away with my tail between my legs. And, my ego was bruised and battered at the time, but I learned 3 crucial lessons. The first one is that my ideas don't actually matter as an entrepreneur. I need lots of ideas. Ideas are great. You and your team need to produce lots of ideas. Ideas are cool. This is where innovation comes from. But just because it's an idea, that shiny object, doesn't mean it needs to be pursued 100% all in. And it's not about me. It's the customer. It has to matter. My idea has to matter to the customer. Okay? My idea must matter to the customer. That's the number one thing I learned. The customer's feedback. If they pay you dollars for your idea, you have a good idea. So that brings me to lesson number 2. The other thing that I learned here was that I can find that out with small tests. We could have done We could have gone and rented a truck and had all the infrastructure set up and see what would work. And that would have cost me that. But I would have done it even differently now. I would have actually gone and built the website, built the offer, run the sales process, see if someone would buy and give them a refund because we didn't have it available. If they did that all the way through, maybe we would have something and then we could go and hire the truck and see if that was going to work and see if it was actually worthwhile investing everything in it. Okay? So number 2 was tests on a really small scale. Paper tests are great. They allow us to figure out if the market wants it very quickly and move on. And the last lesson number 3, is that different is very costly. The rest of the business actually kind of stalled, even went backwards in that time because myself and my senior team were all focused on trying to make this happen. And that's why I like to talk about the hierarchy of better, more, different. So different is costly. We only want to throw a little bit of our money, effort, and time and resources into different. Most of our effort needs to be at better. Do what we're already doing, but do it better. And a little bit more will be in, if we've got something going really well, let's just do more of it. You know, if hiring a salesperson worked and we improve our sales process, as in make it better, worked, we've increased our our conversion rate, then let's do more. Let's hire more salespeople. Okay? It's the different strategy that's very, very costly. And that's why, going back to point 2, we need to test. So that's the story. I bought a $140,000 truck that got used 6 times and learned the biggest lesson ever. So since then, I have been working out, is this important to me? Okay. I need to figure out whether it's important to my customers. I do very low cost, fast tests to figure it out and run it through that hierarchy as, is this a better thing? Am I improving something that we already do? Okay, let's invest there. If we've got something working, let's do more of it. And then very, very small, cheap tests on different. I hope you can learn from my lesson and don't have to spend $140,000. Thank you for listening. Stephen O'Sullivan from Building Great Businesses. See you next time.